What's up, guys, and welcome back for another video. Today we are working on the 350Z again. We're getting this ready to go for Drift Evergreen next month. July 17th, I believe, is the next event. So I just have a couple things I want to do before then. So one thing being a fire extinguisher, get that installed, and I have seats on order from NRG, and it's been months, and same with my girlfriend. She ordered a set like in January, and we have yet to get anything from them, so I might have to pull the Momo seat out of the 240 and put it in this, just so I have a bucket seat to use for the event, and throw one of my Status Racing harnesses in here. So let's get started. So here's the little fire extinguisher kit that I got from Amazon. It was like 25 bucks. I thought it was aluminum, but it's plastic. I guess I should have read the description a little bit better, but it has a little felt pad here on the bottom to go onto your cage or harness bar, whatever, and not scratch it. So I'm gonna put this right there on the harness bar. So, and then I got just a smaller fire extinguisher in white. Not that the color really matters, but I figured white would have looked better than a red one. So I got that. We'll throw that on. And then probably throw the Momo passenger seat in the driver's side of this. I got seat brackets and rails already for this thing, so I just got to get a seat. And then I have Status harnesses laying in the garage. I'll probably throw one of those in here, and we'll be ready to go. So just a quick tip, if you're ever using worm clamps and you don't like the way that they look originally, you could always put shrink wrap on them, and it just gives them a cleaner look. So these clamps are too big. I have them all the way tight, still loose, so I'm gonna have to find something else. All right, so we got the fire extinguisher mounted up onto the other bracket, and just wanna see how it fits and where it sits at. So right about there is where I want it. So I already have the fire extinguisher tight. I'll just tighten these down. So that's good. Hopefully it doesn't jiggle too much in the car when I'm driving. If anything, I could put something on either side of this to make up the difference in the play there. But now if there's ever a fire, I can quickly get this out. So one more thing, done, ready for the track. So it's been about a week since we did the fire extinguisher, and since then I've just been messing with trying to get the check engine light out. I have a code P0037 and P0057 for the O2 sensors after the cats. And I've tried multiple things so far. I've swapped out the high flow cats for different ones. I've swapped out the O2 sensors. I've checked the wiring. I tried putting steel wool in the extensions for the O2 sensors so it would get less of a reading. Still check engine light coming on after about 15 minutes of driving. So I just was under the car, checked everything with the voltage meter, checked the O2 sensors with the ohm reader, and found that one O2 sensor was actually not doing anything. So I swapped that out with another one that I had laying around here that was working. So next time I take it out, we'll see if anything's changed. But I also got in contact with NRG and Turn 14, and the seats that I originally ordered, there's no ETA. So I ended up getting NRG seats that are more of like their basic model of a bucket seat. So those should be here in maybe like 2 weeks. They have to ship them from the Nevada warehouse up here to Pennsylvania. So for now, I'm just going to throw the Momo seat in there for the next couple of weeks just to drive around with. And so I'm going to get that taken out of the 240, and we will get that in the 350Z. I did buy some seat brackets off Amazon. It was like 35 bucks. So, and I already have a bracket and bride rails for the driver's side. So I have everything I need at least to put one side in. So I'm gonna get to doing that. Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and take this seat out, and then we can mount the bracket in, get the seat in. So we got the seat brackets here. I'm gonna go ahead and bolt these down loosely onto the bracket, and then we'll do a test fit with the seat and see how it sits, and if I have to adjust them, I'll go ahead and do that. So kind of a stupid design on Bride's part. They have this bracket welded on top of the rail here for the seat belt, and so this is gonna rock unless I put spacers underneath this. That's the same height as that, and then I have to put spacers on this side too, otherwise the seat's going to be sitting crooked because this side's going to be lower than that side. I don't know, kind of dumb. So the seat is in, everything is tight and sturdy. These brackets I got off Amazon are not the best. There's not a whole lot of adjustment. The seat should sit a little bit lower, but for 35 bucks, it's not terrible. It gets the seat in the car, but I'm gonna clean up real quick, take the car for a drive, and see if the check engine light comes back, and that'll pretty much wrap up this video. So quick update on the seat and the check engine light. Drove it around for the last couple days. So far so good. Check engine light hasn't come back on, but I do have an exhaust leak because the exhaust is 2.5 inch. The cats that I put on are 2 inch, I believe, so the gasket didn't really meet up that well. So I'm probably going to cut off the flanges on the cats, weld on some new 2.5 inch flanges, and then we should be good there. The seat is sitting way too high. I feel like I'm looking over the dashboard, so I'm probably going to take the seat back out, cut off that bracket for the seatbelt because I'm going to be running harnesses anyway. And then I can take out the spacers that I put in there to lift the seat up to clear that bracket. So that'll give me like 1/4 inch or so. And hopefully I can move the seat down one more spot then on the bracket. And we'll see how that feels. If that doesn't work, then I'm just going to have to get new brackets completely and get rid of the sliders. And that'll give me like an extra inch lower. So I'm going to take the seat back out, cut off that bracket, and reinstall it and see how it feels. Seat's back in, got that bracket all cut off and cleaned up, and I was unable to get the seat hole, the mounting hole down to the bottom spot here. It was pretty much right in the middle between this one and this one. I couldn't get it any lower. So that's as low as I can get it unless I was to get brackets without the slider. So I'm going to test it out, probably go for a drive, see how it feels, and go from there. So now the seat sits too low and you can't pull the adjustment handle up to disengage the sliders. So seat's in, still a little too high, but definitely better than what it was. But I'm not going to keep wasting my time messing with it with a seat that's not going to be permanent. So it is what it is for now. It's a little bit lower. I moved the steering wheel up just a tad. It feels a little bit better. I'm not looking like over the top of the steering wheel. So I'm just gonna go for a drive, and next video hopefully doing a handbrake install if it comes before Evergreen. So and put the NRG seats in if they come. So that's it for this one. Thanks for watching. You're good. Get me lined up here.